Okay. All right. So we are live. I don't see the preview, but I'm assuming it's gonna be okay. I'm not gonna be able to see it. So hey, good morning. Yes. Welcome to Redstone Lapis Lazuli. I am your host, Pogo Kiro. All right. Yeah. Hey, back to game. Oh, I'm looking at my mine here. Yeah. So, my stream looks healthy. I assume things are working out. Happy Sunday. It's like all gray and cloudy here, but you know, welcome to the Pacific Northwest. Yeah. Let's see. I'm at the very, very bottom of the iron mine. The very, very bottom. And I need to make a real system here because this is a bad way of climbing back up, but it'll work for now. Oh, I made it. Okay. So I was at the very bottom there. Let me turn this down. I was at the very bottom. And I climbed all the way back up through the water. How great is that? And here's my original marker that I made to find this place. And I broke down the wall over here. And I made a train station. And a bridge. And living quarters. So yeah, a bunch of stuff happened. Let's go check out the living quarters. Let me go look at that. Yes, indeed. That's what it looks like. It's a big circle standing on glowy stone. Yeah, that's kind of cool. I gotta work on it more, I guess. More hanging lights, I think. But yeah, this is where the villagers are gonna live when I ship them over here. You come inside, and you see there's beds arranged all around. All the villagers live in one barracks. And up there is the roof. A little bit of light from the top, and a workstation here to make stuff. Yeah, so that way if there's an attack on the village, they can all chill in one area, so it's easy to defend. And then directly over here I have made a train station, finally, a local line. This line is the incoming, where you come in and you get kicked out, and this line is, you know, to go back to my base. And I didn't want villagers to randomly hop in the minecart, so I had to figure out a way to stop them from hopping in the minecart and taking a ride to my base. This is a nice way of doing it. They can't walk in, so you can just right-click that way to get through. Ta-da! But yeah, this is just a local line, a local train line I made in Minecraft. For my... goes into the river. For easy access to the iron mine. What I need to do is still make more workstations, make the market, maybe work on the defenses, and then what's it called? Work on the defenses, and then ship them over there. Make a train line, because like, I'm gonna hop over here. Climb up the citadel. Here we go. Parkour. Okay, so I got a train line here. The one train line brings them up to this ramp and lets them go into their the trading hall. So I need to hijack that one and link it up to that. Well, let's see. That one over there. That one over there is the line to the desert village. So I need to hook up this line, that line, to that line, and then make an off-ramp near the village where I want to kick off the villagers into their new home. But I need to finish the village, but they have a place to sleep now, so that's good. We just go get some more wool. Green's good color. Green and green. And wood. So yeah, this is what the place looked like before I made any changes. Let me go grab a map so you can see what's been done. Map. No, those are already made maps. I need to make a new map. Alright. Minecraft! The neat thing about Minecraft is that, like, there's no waste. Everything can be made into something else, or transformed into something else. Almost everything. And then, like, you break rock. A rock turns to cobblestone. Cobblestone can be made into just tons of stuff, which then you can make into other stuff. I have wool. I have wool, wood. Make some beds. Alright, here, let's plant some beds real quick. So you can make bunk beds, and the villagers will use them. I gotta ditch some stuff here. Oh no, not like that. I mean, I guess I could use that way, but straight on top of each other, like bunk beds. Alright, here, let me go do the map thing. So we're at the iron mine. You saw what it looked like before. That's what I'm making now. I'm thinking maybe I should change that little wall on the side here. To not be a wall there, but to go that way. That way we can get that spit of land. Because I'm finding out that, yeah, because I'd rather keep this spit of land out here. Why wall it off? It's just like a nice little spit of land. So if I can change the wall to go to like right here, I mean it's where it wants to naturally go anyways. Just end right here, go that way, and it's done. Then I have more room. I can knock down this wall, and now my village is this whole area. And the wall is like some weird thing over here that I made. But yeah, cool. And then yeah, I made a bridge over the water. So I haven't really explored over here too much, but I will note that there are 2 abandoned nether gates here. So that tells me that underneath here, at Y level 11, is another dude, or my mine. So I just gotta build a mine straight down, or I can dig it out that way. So this is north, so that's never that way, east. I have to go, if I dig east from my mine out, from the iron mine there, I'll run into it. Drop off stuff. Okay. So if we go over here, I will show you what I'm talking about. Got this big hole right there, right? If you just have faith, you'll be caught. Okay, so now I gotta find out which way is east. I got lost. West, that way, east. So I just dig this way. I'll run into it. Y level 11. Okay, so here, let me turn down this music so I can think more as I Minecraft. Here, turn it down for me, but not for thee. Will that work? No. Put it loud here and not loud here? No. Then it's loud for me. Put it okay here and loud there? That's probably best. Alright, so, what was I saying? Big stuff is going down. Big stuff. like I do these shows. I do these shows like once a week, and like so much stuff happens that like the stuff at the beginning of the week is already lost by the time we get to the end of the week. So we began the week. I don't know if it was this week or what. I'm getting lost with stuff. But like China, or the NBA and LeBron James sided with China against human rights and against Hong Kong. And that just blows my mind that the NBA would do that. And that LeBron James would do that. That just blows my mind. Like, I don't care. Like, there was a here's the foil to LeBron James and the NBA. In Mexico, there was a team, a soccer team, that wasn't getting paid. They weren't getting paid. So during the game, they just stopped moving, and they gave up like 3 goals in or 10 goals in the first 10 minutes, or something stupid like that. Or maybe it was 3 goals in the first 10 minutes. They just gave them up because they weren't getting paid. So, you know, labor has to, you know, people individually are not so strong, but when they work together, then things happen. So, like I was saying, there's like no waste in Minecraft. All this stone that I'm picking up, like, it looks like it's trash, but no, you can take that stone and make it into something else. So I suppose I take the stone and combine it with other stuff I find, and all of a sudden I have like a dispenser or something. Great, I mean, but you can't change that into anything else. No, but what you can do with this dispenser is add it to make a machine, something bigger than just the individual part. You add that part to a bunch of other parts in a particular way, and suddenly you have a machine, something bigger than the parts itself. Oh crap! Ah! I found lava. Can I go underneath it? All right, you know, I don't know how far I have to go this way, or if I don't know. Do I have faith and keep going? 276. Oh wait, 24. Yeah, I don't know. Let's keep going. It doesn't hurt anything. I'll just turn around. Y level what? 10. Yeah, okay. Careful of lava. So, likewise, like those individual players by themselves aren't very effective, but when they combine in a team, they're great. And they're great in multiple different ways. They can express their teamhood in many ways. And those Mexican players in that Mexican soccer league, they did an excellent job of expressing teamwork. That's what we're gonna need, is that teamwork to do stuff. Am I going east? Facing east, yeah. Oh man, maybe I'm maybe my brain hurts. I gotta just go look at the coordinates then. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it doesn't extend quite as far as I thought. I mean, it might have placed those nether portals there because just because. How did I, yeah, I don't know. I have no idea where I am. Alright, well, enough of that. Am I still picking up stuff? Yeah. Well, here, let's go back. I made a new mine. Redstone. Let's pick up the redstone. So yeah, LeBron James, he went against his teammate, or no, it was a coach, I guess. But he went against, but us, really, American values. He went against American values to make money, which I guess is an American value. Oh, I'm out of torches. No, I need coal. I need to make a torch. Oh, I need sticks. Alright. Digging nowhere. Well, here, I have an idea now, so I want to go check that out. I want to connect the mines if I can. Light at the end of the tunnel. Alright. I'm at the bottom of the tunnel again. So what does that mean? That means that the like oh man, America's power, sure, we have a great big military, but a lot of our American power was soft power, diplomatic power, power of culture, power of ideas, power of diplomacy, and it's a real power. Because if you don't have to, like, the best way to win a fight is to not have to fight. The best fight is the one you don't have to battle. So, like, I was super angry at Nancy Pelosi. Well, I still am. Because it seemed like she wasn't fighting. Like, the Democrats aren't fighting. They just kind of like went, Like, LeBron James, he didn't resist at all. He's just like, sure. He's like, sure, I'll express Chinese values. Sure. Chinese government values. Sure. I'll give up American values. No problem. For the money, sure, I'll do it. Man, that hurts. Now, of course, like, you know, what am I going to do? Like, who am I? But, anyways, like, it's easy for me to say because I'm not really going to lose anything. There's like millions of dollars that LeBron James is potentially losing. Same thing with Blizzard. Like, it's easy for me to say, like, yeah, free Hong Kong, but Blizzard is going to lose a bunch of money if they do that. But, you know, that's the thing, though. You got to make a choice now, right? That remember I was telling you about the collapsing probability field? You can only remain in superposition for so long until it collapses. Like this 2 China thing that we got going on. I know America has said diplomatically that there's one China, but in real politics it acts like there's two Chinas. And there is two Chinas, right? The Taiwan China is like holding on still after how many years of being exiled from the mainland. I'm not saying they're perfect, but like, yeah, this totalitarian version of China now is kind of scary. Because do you know what they're doing to the? Okay, I looked it up. The Uyghurs. It looks like Uyghurs, but I guess it's Uyghurs or something. There's a way of saying it. I can't really say it. But we're gonna go. What direction is this? West. We're gonna go west. Just because I can. I want to be on the tree. So the Uyghurs are a Chinese group in China, and they are persecuted by China because, well, China doesn't like religion, because religion is a source of inspiring people outside of the state. So the state, the authoritarian government of China recognizes religion as a way of influencing humans, and it does not like it because it's a way of influencing humans that's not controlled by the state. So the state wants to crush religion. Like it'll maybe like sort of allow it, but not really. It'll persecute you if you get too into it. So it's trying to dictate the consciousness of individuals. It places no value on individual human rights. For the Chinese authoritarian government, see, that's what I'm talking about. It wants to put the level of analysis and focus at the organizational level. It wants to say the unit of analysis we're most concerned with is the organization level. For us, that is the life level. That is the level of life. The organization. And all the individuals in the organization are but cells to be subservient to the larger organism of the group. And so if the individuals aren't conforming to the idea of the group, then those individuals are like errant cells of a body and have to be treated or killed or excised, cut out. So, that when you don't value human rights, you can do horrible things to people. You justify doing horrible things to people. So right now in China, over 1 million people, the Uyghurs are in these concentration camps, and they are watched all the time because they're concentration camps, right? They're out in the middle of the desert, and they just truck these people out into these camps, and where they're concentrated, and they have cameras on them all the time. And if they come out, if they do anything wrong anywhere, anything, they get severely tortured. They get tortured. So it's basically ethnic cleansing. They do this to the children. The women are raped. The men are killed. Yeah, the women are raped, and then they're forced to have abortions, like over and over and over again. And the way we know this is because some of them escaped, And there was a woman who escaped to Sweden, and she has asylum there. And she's telling her story. She doesn't speak Swedish. She's Chinese, like, or well, Uyghur. She's Uyghur. She's from on the other side of Asia, man. Europe is far, far, far from where she's from. So the only way she could talk is through an interpreter. And she was telling her story about how China is rounding up all the Muslims in northeastern China. That's a big desert, and like forcing them into camps and re-educating them. And it's the same thing they're doing to the Tibetans. It's the same thing. And you know what? And if you think about it, it's what they're doing to the Cantonese in Hong Kong. It's what they want to do, right? That's the model they're trying to impose on the world. They're trying to sell the Chinese model as a way of creating social harmony and stability through torture of individuals, because they don't value individual rights. That's what makes China so dangerous. Right? It's not the military that I'm afraid of. It's the idea that they're spreading, that the level of focus is on the organization and not on the individual human rights. This is why China is incompatible. The Chinese government ideology is incompatible with Western ideology. The true the true Western modernity project, meta-modernity, I hear is not where we're at now. When I was in school, it was postmodernism versus modernism. and now I hear we're at post-postmodernism and meta-modernity. So I'm like, man, I'm behind. I need to go back to school. That's funny. So yeah, let me get some more coffee. So yeah, what China offers is control by suppression of the individual to a organization as a mere cog in a machine. This is opposed to Western ideals where the individual is the source of... Oh shit, pardon me, I spilled my coffee because I put it in the wrong spot. Clean up an aisle desk. Crap. All right. This is opposed to the Western ideas of freedom and equality. That the individual is the source, and it is the individual that must be cultivated, not oppressed. You need the individual. You want the individual to be able to express their full potential, and so you want to cultivate, and they need help. That's why there's a society. That's why we come together in a society, because individuals recognize that when we come together and give up a few of our liberties to secure other stuff, to get security and calories and stuff, we gain energy. So sure, I could be Mr. Individual Mountain Man and go into the wilderness and live totally off grid. That's a lot of work. That's a lot of work to live off grid. I gotta protect myself. If I'm living off grid totally, I can't bring a gun. I can't bring anything from the outside. So I have to be like a primitive technology man. And that's a lot of work. Sure, that guy can do it now because he's young and healthy, and he was raised in a society with all that support. If he was raised in a society that didn't have that support, he'd be a lot less healthy and knowledgeable. I mean, even primitive technology dude is wearing clothes from modern factories that was imported on a container ship. So like, yeah. So individuals recognize they need to come together, because when they come together, they can do more as they're better secured as individuals when they come together. Okay, so and then again, that's going to be opposed to to fascism. Fascism now is different than Chinese authoritarianism because China places its authority on by saying we look at the group as the highest ideal, and Western thought says no, we look at the individual as the highest ideal and try to cultivate the individual. That's their difference. Okay, but there's the other danger, which is represented by Russia. Russia, but not Russia, but the Russia oligarchy, the kleptocracy. So Russia is the exact opposite, or is different than the West, in that it does not believe at all in. It's Machiavellian. It's Machiavellian. It doesn't believe at all in ideals. Its only ideal is power. Dude, I should make a house up here. Mount Serendipity. Looks like there was a creeper explosion here too. Do I have any dirt with me? Nope, I didn't bring anything. Okay, so the other danger is Russia. Because Russia wants to say that nothing matters except power. Might is right. They're the mob. They're basically organized crime. Organized crime and the government in Russia are the same thing. Organized crime is the government in Russia. So that's why yeah, okay. So there's this guy on Twitter named Lincoln Spike that you should check out. He'll tell you the story about how, in tweets, and he refers to books. He tells you the story about how Giuliani helped the Russian mob kick out the Italian mob so that the Russian mob could move in. And now Giuliani is deep with the Russian mob. And that's what's taken over the Russia, and that's what's taken over the White House right now. So, but yeah, this has been a thing in the making for a real long time. It's not just, out of nowhere. It was just in the darkness, or people just didn't pay attention. Maybe people didn't think they would. I don't know. I don't know what the deal was. I gotta find another mountain because I already named this one. I guess I make a train line here though, to the top. Just because. I'll make a sky tram. Yeah, make a skyway. Oh. What's up, my dude? Okay. Keep this place safe. Light it up. Oh. Where's the moon sunrise going to be? Over here? All right. Okay. So yeah, there's a Russia wants to say that human rights don't matter, that the only thing matters is power. So they don't even care about organization, they just care about power. They don't care about anything, no standards, just power. That's fascism. Fascism that's exactly fascism. Fascism has no standard other than power. It will manifest itself differently uh, in different cultures, but it's the same thing. When fascism manifested itself in Germany, it looked like Nazi. When fascism manifested itself in the United States, it looked like the Confederacy. When fascism manifested in Japan, it looked like, I don't know, nationalism. When fascism happened in Italy, it looked like Mussolini. So the fascistas, yeah, like this is the other attack to Western civilization, Western ideals that we have to watch out for. We have to be careful to guard human rights, individual human rights, from the authoritarianism of China, who wants an order. Because who else wants an order? The Confederacy. But their order is different. Their order is about a divine order, where it's their idea of a Christian God, their version. Then under them is the white man. Then under them are the women, the white women, who have to be the vessels to bring forth more white men. Because patriarchy and white supremacy go together. Because in order to be a white supremacist, you have to control the vessels that bring forth the white race. So you have to control them through patriarchy. You see what I mean? It's all about power. And then so they have their version of the hierarchy. And if you watch the Netflix show The Family, it's like a cult. It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. It's insane. That's China, right? That's what China's trying to do. All right, so we can't go over there. We got to maintain and hold dear human rights. At the same time, over here we have the Machiavellian group, the kleptocracy, the fascism, that says the only standard is power. No, Western ideals, we guard our standards. We have multiple standards. And what are our standards? How do we measure these standards? We see humans who are bright shining beacons who do this. Now, we see it in who set the standard. Those humans, they set the standard. You look at them and go, yes, that's a great human, because that human set the standard. That's how we know. So not only do we put great emphasis on human rights, but because we place great emphasis on human rights, when those humans do great things, we recognize and pay homage and set them as our standard that we try to strive to, and that is the good, right? We all recognize that is good, and we all have set that standard, and that's real. So when these people come and they tell us the only standard is power, no, you're wrong. This human here is proof that there are other things greater than your mere power. They are proof. These humans are bright burning proof. Right? The two sides, they help each other. You gotta have both. You gotta protect both from the two attacks. And the two attacks are always attacking, because now we're in the information war. Things are different. It's not like before, it's different. Right. LeBron James and the NBA failed. They have to try again, because they failed in the information war. That Mexican soccer team, they succeeded. They're awesome. So I was pretty sad, like all week. I was like depressed. I was feeling terrible. I was feeling awful, because it felt like nothing was being done to fight back against the kleptocracy, the corruption that I saw spreading throughout the government through Trump, through Donald. So Donald, because he was out there just spewing his false narrative, and we all out here, we all know that it's a big fat lie. But if you're in the bubble, you take it at his word, and it's exactly opposite. He's projecting what he's doing onto us, and it's like, it's awful. So I was feeling pretty bad. And then late last night, I think it was 10 o'clock on Pacific time. Like, I was up late. And it came out that Nancy Pelosi and a bunch of high-level people in the House, including Republicans, Democrats and Republicans, all these high-level guys with Nancy Pelosi, went on a secret mission to Jordan to meet with the King of Jordan in the Middle East. And Donald Trump didn't even know, had no idea. No one in the GOP knew. It was total secret. Wow. Wow. That's a power move. That's a power move. Wow. So Nancy Pelosi is meeting with the King of Jordan in order to assuage his concerns that the U.S. is going to fail its commitments. She's coming up and saying, no, we got your back. Don't worry. The USA is going to be good with its word. So Nancy Pelosi is the de facto leader of the United States. She's the de facto president at this point. So why was it big fat secret? Because the last time Nancy Pelosi tried to go overseas to meet with someone, Donald Trump tweeted it out. It was supposed to be a secret for security reasons, and Donald Trump tweeted it out to make it more dangerous for Nancy Pelosi. So that they're able to get so many high-level people out, Republicans and Democrats, they were able to get so many high-level people out of the country to meet with the King of Jordan, to meet in the Middle East. And Donald Trump never knew, because if he knew, he was going to tweet it. Wow. Props. I give you props, Nancy Pelosi. I give you props. Wow. So, yeah. There's so much. Yeah, it's no fun when I'm by myself. I'd rather be talking to someone else, because then I'm like, all right, what else do I think is important for you to know that you maybe don't know, and how can I make it into an interesting angle? Well, here the big news is about Tulsi Gabbard. Tulsi Gabbard being a Russian asset, and immediately upon being called a Russian asset, Tulsi Gabbard went on Tucker Carlson and attacked the Democrats and Hillary Clinton. So, in response to being called a Russian asset, Tulsi Gabbard basically continued the Russian attack of Hillary Clinton and tried to turn the conversation into about Hillary Clinton, trying to get her into. Tulsi Gabbard is a grappler. Did you watch the Dem debates? Every time Tulsi Gabbard talked, she tried to pull down someone else. She would turn to them and personally call them out and say, "Why don't you join me in this thing?" Every time she tried to grab onto at that time it was Elizabeth Warren, because she's the front runner. They all grappled on. Every time she came on, she grappled onto people. So now, when she got called out as a Russian asset, Tulsi Gabbard tried to grapple onto Hillary Clinton and get Hillary Clinton to jump into the race. Like, what are you doing? That's so silly. Southeast. Tulsi Gabbard, who are you trying to grapple onto these people to drag them in and gain relevance by grappling onto them? No, they're not gonna feed you. That's dumb. That's dumb. So Tulsi Gabbard is a bad person. Fool me once, can't get fooled again. I love how that saying changed. It's so funny, so American. I hate George W. Bush. He's a war criminal. Running home. Ooh, there's a river. A deep channel in the river. Easier to move here than through the forest. Oh, there's my base. Ow. Creepers, oh my. Spiders, uh-oh. Creepers. Run away, run away. That's the train line I want to connect to get the people in the right spot. That's what I'm trying to do. There's my Unity station. Should probably make this. Well, if anyone ever spawned in, they'd spawn in a safe spot. But yeah. Okay. Tulsi Gabbard is a Russian agent. She confirms it with everything she does. Information war going on. Here, let's compare. Compare and contrast. That's what it looks like now. Ta-da! Let's hold one over here. Neato, hey. So I was thinking, like, if I just went... Oh no, I went... Yeah, I should have connected here. You can even see it right there. This is the way. So if I go that way, this is facing north, right? Yeah. And we're on level 11. So I should have ran into this. This goes all the way over there. Or maybe not all the way enough. Yeah, see it here. 170. And minus 77. I was way off. Oh well, whatever. Oh wait, I have that map on me? No. Okay. Nancy Pelosi. Okay. Now, so it's obvious and clear that they're trying to run the same playbook they did last time. But I think this time we're wise to them. Our antibodies and our education kind of worked out. But there's still a bunch of crazy people who might react when Donald Trump calls for something bad to happen. Because remember, the only people who want a civil war are the Russians and Confederates. Confederates want a civil war because they lost the last one, and the Russians want a civil war because it hurts America and it'll make them stronger in relation. Russia is trying to break up the Western alliance. They want the Western bloc to fall into pieces because when you fall apart, then it's easy to be manipulated. I think the UK might do another referendum and save themselves some Brexit, which would be fantastic. Please don't Brexit. Like, work out your deal, work out your issues internally, but you don't have to break apart. In fact, it should be real clear now who's your friends and who's not your friends. Yeah, Britain, England, UK. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Hold together. Stay together. Let's stay together. Yeah. I don't know. I need to get a co-host here. I got all these things written down. I don't really want to talk about it anymore. But all right. Hopefully Donald Trump gets impeached soon. I can stop doing this. All right. Until next time, guys. I will catch you later. All right. Peace out. Stop streaming.